5.6 is talking about general factoring strategy. So there are different ways of factoring here, factoring polynomials. Okay, polynomials. Let's go to our first example. Example number 1. How many terms I have here? 2 terms. Do we have greatest common factor?
No.
Do we have greatest common factor? Five. 5 here is common, right? So if you take 5 outside, what's left? A squared minus 9b squared, correct? Now 9 is 3 squared, right? Can I do different of squares for this part here? It become a and a. Is this okay? And this gonna be what? 3b, 3b, correct? 1 minus and 1 positive. Easy. Okay, I will leave B for classwork for you. I will do C. How many terms do we have here? 2 terms. What is the greatest common factor? X squared. So take x squared outside. What's left? X minus 1. So that's your answer. Okay. Let's go to number 2. How many terms do we have here? 4 terms. Okay, so that means I take 2 by 2, right? Do we have greatest common factor in all of them? No. Type. What about the first 2? What is the greatest common factor here? First 2 and the second 2. Do we have greatest common factor for the first 2? Yes. What is? X, correct. So what's left? X plus 3a. Very good. And then close. Negative. What's the greatest common factor for the plus 2? What do you think? 2, yes. And what else? What's the variable? B. Good. Very good. So what's left? X,
Positive 3.
Yes, 3a. Correct. Now, do we have blah, blah, blah here?
Yeah.
What is a blah, blah, blah?
X plus 3a.
So we take x plus 3a as common, right?
Yeah.
And what's left?
X minus.
My x minus
3a.
2b. To be or not to be? Okay. Let's go for the second one. How many terms do we have here? How many? 2 terms, right? Do we have greatest common factor? Yes. What is the greatest common factor? 3. And what else? A square and b. Correct. So what's left? 24 divided by 3.
Divided by 3 is 8.
8 is very good. And a to the power of 5 divided by a squared. A cube, correct. Okay, anything b left? No, nothing. Minus 3 divided by 3, 1. A squared divided by a squared, 1. B divided by b, 1. So the answer is what? 1. Now, can I make this one cube? Can I say 1 cube? Is that okay? Same, right? Now, can I make this? Do you remember the difference of cubes? Because 8 is what? What is 8? 2 to the power of what? 2 to the power of 3, right? So I have like this, right? Remember the formula for the cube? Different cubes. So I have 2, correct? 2a and 1, right? And in the middle here is going to be what? Minus, right? Now, what is the square of 2a? 4 a square, correct. And if this is negative, this is going to be what? Positive. Multiply the first and the second, what are you going to get? 2a, correct? Square the last, what are you going to get? If you square 1, you're going to get 1. Okay? And don't forget, at the beginning, you have what? 3a square b. Clear? I will leave letter C for you as a classwork. Okay? Let's go for the next one. The next one is 3a. Now, how many terms do we have here? 3 terms. So that's trinomial factoring. Do we have greatest common factor? What's the greatest common factor? 100, correct. So what's left? X squared, correct. What else? Minus x, correct. 12, correct. Now, can I do trinomial factoring for this one, for the one in the middle? For this trinomial, it's going to be what? X and x, correct? 12 can be 12 times 1, or 3 times 4, or 2 times 6. Which one is the most suitable one? Suitable one means it gives you negative x or negative 1. Which one gives you negative 1? The sum. It's only 3 and 4, right? That can give you 1. So what about the sign? Which one is negative? Which one is positive? This one is positive. This one negative. Correct. And remember, when you multiply the last two, this last two terms, it has to equal how much?
12.
Negative 12. If it doesn't give you negative 12, then something wrong. Okay? I will leave B for you to do as a classwork. Okay? So B as classwork. I will do C. Okay, how many terms do we have here? 3 terms. Do we have greatest common factor? Yes. What is the greatest common factor? 2, right? What else? A, okay, good. What else? B, correct. So what's left? If you divide the first term by 2a times b, you get what? The answer is A, correct. 6a squared b divided by 2b. Very good, 3a, correct. 2ab divided by 2ab plus 1, correct. Okay? Do you notice that I have a here and 3a here? Can I combine them together? Yes, 4a. No, not multiplication, it's addition. You have to be careful, it's addition. So that's your A final answer. Clear? Okay. I will leave 4 for you to do for classwork. For A, I will do B, okay? How many terms do we have here? 3 terms. What is the greatest common factor? 2x, correct. What's left? 2x cubed divided by 2x. X squared, right? 20x squared divided by 2x. 10. 10 what? 10x. 50 divided by 2. 25. X divided by x. 1. Okay?
Yes.
Now, how many terms do I have here? 3 times. Can I do trinomial factoring? So what are you going to get? Abdullah, what are we going to get? You're going to get what? Correct. X and x. 5 and 5, correct, plus, plus. And don't forget outside we have 2ax. Is this clear? All right, let's do, I will leave C for you to do for classwork, okay? Let's do 5. 5, I will do it in class with you here, okay? How many terms do we have here? 3 terms. So it's trinomial factoring. Do we have greatest common factor?
Yeah.
What is the greatest common factor? 2, 3, 5? No, so we don't have greatest common factor. Can we factor directly? Trinomial? So what are you going to have? 15. 15 can be what and what? 3 times 5?
Yeah.
Or it can be 15 times 1. And 6 can be what? 6 times 1? 3 times 2. Now we're going to do trial and an error. 15, can I say 5x, 3x? Yes?
Yeah.
6, can I say 6 times 1?
Yeah.
If I do the happy face, what are you going to get here? 18x, and you're going to get 5x. Can I get 13 from this? Yes, I can get 13. If minus, and this is a plus. So the 18 has to be 3 and 6, 18 plus, and 1 and 5 has to be negative. Is this clear? I will leave B and C classwork. Okay, let's go for number 6. Number 6. How many terms do we have? How many? 3 terms. So trinomial factoring. Do we have greatest common factor? No. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I see something there. Why? Because we have y cubed, y squared, and y. What about 16, 44, and 30? Can I take 2? 2? So if I take 2y, what's left? Abdullah? If 16 divided by 2, what are you going to get? How many? 16 divided by 2. 16 divided by 2.
4, 8.
8. Y cubed divided by y? Y squared. 44 divided by 2?
42 divided by 2. 4. No.
22.
22.
البطاط y squared divided by y?
Y squared divided by y. Yes, y.
Y, correct. Nawaf, 30 divided by 2? 30 divided by 2. Half 30. What is half 30?
Half of 30 is 15.
Okay, 15. Good. Y divided by y? 1.
Why?
It's 1. Okay. Can I factor more or that's it? I cannot factor anymore, right? Nothing anymore. Okay. Now we're going to do the trial and the error again. Okay. 8 is what by what? Can be 8 times 1 or 2 times 4. 15 can be what? 15 times 1? 3 times 5. Now, if you factor trinomial, we have to do this 2 parentheses, open 2 parentheses, right? And don't forget the 2y outside. Now think which numbers I'm going to be using to get 22. Let's try and error. Okay. يعني try and error. You try. If it's correct, okay. If not correct, then you change the numbers. So I'm gonna use 8y and 1y. I put 15 and 1. Now this together, how much? 15y, correct? And this together give you how much? 8y. 15 plus 8, how much?
15 plus 8.
22. Are you sure? 15 plus 8. 23? 23. So it doesn't work. We need what? We need 22, right? So it will not work. Now let's think of another number, right? So I'm gonna erase this. Okay. So I'm gonna erase this as well. Okay. Now let's try another number. Okay. 2 and 4. Okay. 2 and 4. Yeah, I'm gonna put 5 here and 3 here. Okay. Abdullah. 4 times 5. 4 times 5. 20. Good. So we'll put 20y here. 3 times 2. 6y. Does it give you 22? It will not give you 22. So this is not going to work. So can I change 5 and 3, put 3 here and put 5 here? Okay, this is called trial and error. So don't get disappointed. Okay, yeah. You have to be patient. Okay, you have to be patient. Otherwise, you'll not get it. Okay, 3 times 4, 12. 2 times 5, 10. Does it give you 22? Yes. Yes. So this has to be negative and this has to be negative. Why negative? Because in the middle here we have a negative sign. That's called trial and error. So you have to trial and error. So you have to keep trying until you get it. I'll leave B and C for you to do classwork. So please do it now together, work together. Okay. Up.